Now, to do a gas tank replacement on a RFZ X14, you'll need a set of metric Allen keys or Allen sockets and a flathead and a Phillips head. The first step is to remove the seat, which entails removing or loosening this nut right here, or bolt. If you can't get it started by hand, just twisting the wire, take a flathead, put it in there, which I've already done. Loosen that, pull the seat straight back. It'll release from that clip right there. And your next step is going to be loosening all these fairing bolts that are attached to the gas tank. For the fairing bolts, you'll need a 3mm Allen head wrench or socket. Personally, I prefer the sockets, they're a lot more manageable. As you're removing the bolts, be mindful to keep these separate from these, and then later separate from these two, which we'll also be removing. As if you put the wrong piece of hardware into the wrong hole, you could puncture the gas tank or something like that. Upon closer inspection, the bolt on the left is from the rear part of the tank, the bolt on the right is from the side part, and they appear to be the exact same hardware. If your hardware doesn't match up like this, maybe omit the longer bolts if you're unable to get to the hardware store and get a matching length one. If you can do so in a non-crucial area, but I would advise going to the hardware store, matching up the thread pitch, and acquiring new bolts. I'll be pulling these plastics away from the gas tank. Grab it from up here and pull it away and down a little bit. Still held in by a bolt right there, which can also swing down, pull it out of the way. And do this for the other side as well. Next step is to remove these two bolts here and here. Oh, sorry. They are 6mm. The bolt on the left is the one from the front of the tank. The one on the right is from the rear. Those different lengths, and one has a washer and one does not. The gas tank is now ready to be removed. Mine for one final step is to remove the fuel line. And pick up the tank from the rear and have easy access to it right there. If it's a little sticky, it doesn't want to come off even after you've moved the hose clamp, grab it with a pair of pliers and give it a little twist and it should come right off. And keep in mind, if you do still have fuel in here, it's going to want to go everywhere and get all over your hands and all over your bike. If you want to, you can come down to your carburetor here. This little flathead bit right here, if you loosen that, turn it to the left counterclockwise, it will drain all the fuel out through this hose right here. You can place a clean receptacle underneath, catch it all, and then put it back into your new tank. Or if you're quick about it, you can just pull that hose off, pull the tank, and get it out of the way. I would recommend draining the fuel so that it doesn't make a mess on you though. Gets on your hand, it doesn't like to get off. Installation is going to be the reverse of removal. Pretty simple. You'll want to also take, it's like a number 5, maybe number 6 bolts right here. Remove those and put them on your new tank if it doesn't come with that bracket. And swap this rubber grommet around to your new tank as well. Thanks. I hope this helps.